Hi everyone, it's me, Mrs. Roberts, with Miss McDonald, and we were inspired by Miss Crick and Miss Bates to play the numbers game, but we've changed it up a little bit. So year 5 we were doing fractions before we left, so we're going to play the numbers game but with fractions. Okay, Miss McDonald, you've picked a fraction, haven't you?
I have picked a fraction, yes.
Okay, my first question is the fraction bigger than a half?
My fraction is larger, it's greater than a half.
Okay. Is the fraction equivalent to a half?
It is not equivalent, no.
Okay. Is the numerator a multiple of 3?
It is a multiple of 3.
I've just written out my multiples of 3 here. There are more, but I'm going to go with what I've got so far. So it's got to be bigger than a half, a half, and it's got to have that. Okay, so let's think of the denominators. Is the denominator an odd number?
It is not an odd number, no.
All the even numbers. So we've got, it can't be 2 because that would be bigger than a whole, and we're staying under one whole. Okay, 4 could be 4. 6, it could be, no, it can't be 6 because that would be 3 6, which is a half. Could be 8, 6 8 possibly. Could be 10. Oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities. Okay, is my denominator a multiple of 5?
It's not a multiple of 5, no.
So I've tried all these possibilities, guys, and I've crossed out the numbers as I've gone. And now I know I can get rid of the ones that have multiples of 5. Got rid of those. And now I'm going to try and figure out which one of these two, hopefully, it is. Okay, is the denominator a squared or a cubed number?
Now, I know that my number is a cubed number.
Okay, now I don't want to guess just yet in case I get this wrong, guys. So I'm going to ask one final question and double check if I think I've got the right answer. I could be wrong. Okay, is there a difference of 2 between your numerator and your denominator?
There is.
Is your fraction 6 8?
It is 6 8. Well done, Mrs. Roberts.
Amazing. Okay, shall we do one more?
Let's go for it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Going a bit trickier this time.
Okay. Mentally preparing myself.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Is my fraction bigger than 3/4?
No, it is smaller than 3/4.
Smaller than 3/4. I'm just going to draw 3/4 for a moment. Is my fraction bigger than a half?
No, it is smaller than a half.
Oh, is my fraction smaller than 1/3?
No, it's larger than a third.
Larger than a third. So now, if I draw my picture out, I know that it is smaller than a half, but bigger than 1/3. So if I colour all of this in, I know that my fraction has to sit somewhere in this gap here. I've got to think it through. So it can't be thirds because it's bigger than 1/3, and 2/3 is bigger than a half. Okay, so now it can't have a 2 as denominator, it can't have a 3 as the denominator. Couldn't have a 4 as the denominator because that would be 2/4 or 1/4 and that wouldn't work. Could possibly be this. Could. It's quite tricky. quite tricky. I'm just going to see if 2/5 is actually bigger than 1/3. I'm just double checking because I would hate to get it wrong. 6, 5. Okay, so it's just bigger. So it could be 2/5. 6, it could be 1. Split that in half. Could be. Is it equal to 1/3?
It is not equal to a third, no.
So it can't have 6 as the denominator. Could have 7 as the denominator. It could be 3, 7. Just going to compare them. 3, 7. 21 is the common denominator for both of those numbers. Okay. I'm going to try and think of the numbers now. Is the numerator odd?
The numerator is odd.
The numerator is odd. I think I've got an idea, guys.
I had to think then to remember whether the numerator was the top number or the bottom number.
No. So Miss has told me the numerator is odd. So those are the two ideas I had in my head, and I could be completely wrong. So is there a difference of 4 between your numerator and your denominator?
There is not.
So I'm wrong, so I'm going to have to keep trying. Okay, I can do this. So I know that the numerator has to be odd. Okay, is the denominator an odd number?
No, it's an even number.
It's an even number.
It is.
So it can't be 9 as my denominator. Can't be 6 because we figured that out a minute ago. 8 or 10. So bigger than 1/3. You know what? I'm going to draw out a little bar.
That's a really good idea. Draw pictures to help you.
And we did this, didn't we, Miss McDonald, last night?
We did when we practiced.
Always got to practice. It's not very accurate. I feel like squared paper would help a lot here. So I think roughly, but it's in that gap there. Okay, so maybe it's an odd number as my numerator and even for my denominator.
Yes.
It's tricky. And it's bigger than 1/3 and
harder
smaller than 1/2. So even, and that one's got to be odd, but it's got to be smaller than 1/2. Is there a difference of 7 between the numerator and denominator?
There is a difference of 7.
Okay, so I think I might have the answer, but let me show you my working out to start with. So I had 8ths, 10ths, and 12ths. They're even. If I had 5/10ths, which is the odd number, that's going to be 1/2, and it's not equivalent to 1/2. So my guess is 5/12ths.
That's exactly what it was. Well done.
Yay!
Yay!
Right, well, we hope that you guys have been inspired by us to try and play your own version of the game at home, just like we were inspired. So, I hope you're having fun and stay safe.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe. Miss you lots.